All right, guys. Paul Singh, the market speculator with bullsonwallstreet.com. This is the weekly swing trade report for the week of June 6th. Let's take a look at SPY here. Going into last week, if you check out last week's weekly swing report, we talked about having a slightly bullish bias as we got up over the 9 and the 50-day moving averages, and we had the Memorial Day drift that happens almost every year where we go up slightly past Memorial Day, and that's kind of what happened here. And now we pulled back in here, but we did get up over the recent highs, still holding the 9. Volume is a little bit of a concern, but these red days were not big down days, so not quite as much of a concern as it would be if this was actually pulling back. So we still have that slight bullish bias. You can see here these flagged stocks are my positions here. I've upped the positions from about 3 or 4 to 8. Not huge positions, but we are getting a little more aggressive as we test the late November and December highs in here, and potentially the all-time highs at about 214. So everything's looking good there. Would like to see a little better volume, but it's really tough to gauge during a holiday week. Now, another element here that gets us bullish is IWM actually leading, and we talked about SPY trying to hit its recent highs, whereas IWM is already above its recent highs. Better volume pattern here, and a little stronger move. Not really big, but a little bit stronger than SPY here. On most of these days, it was outpacing what SPY was doing. And the reason we like that is IWM represents a broader market, smaller cap stocks, and if we see those things leading, that's a good sign. A little concerning here that tech actually is lagging a little bit, and we see here not quite at its highs yet, but good volume pattern in here. And there are some individual techs that are actually doing pretty good. And if we pull up semiconductors here, semiconductors is actually leading. A little pickup in volume, and we are over the recent highs. So that could be a positive. So we have a few mixed signals here, which make us slightly bullish instead of just really taking big positions in here. Let's look at a couple of other sectors here. Biotech has kept pace with the market, although not really hitting highs. It's way off its highs, but if it can remount its 200-day moving average either this week or next week, maybe we can get more aggressive. I'd like to see more volume coming into the sector. So this could be a dead cat bounce or a slow drift here, pretty much keeping pace with the market at this point. So let's talk about a few of my current positions, which actually could be entries still. And one of them here is Amazon. We've stayed away from the FANG stocks, Facebook, Amazon, Google, and Netflix most of the year, but Amazon hitting all-time highs, broke this little handle in here after the earnings breakout. So it's nice that it has a strong catalyst, and now is holding the 9, holding this level in here, and maybe it's ready to run to 750 or 760. And I think that is a decent entry if you're looking for an entry here. Facebook, we entered here on the break of the 9, kind of in that holding pattern right at our entry, but I think it's ready to push through here to the upside. WLL, we have 3 different energy stocks if we include oil, and you can see here breakout consolidation right at the 200-day. We're looking for that next push up. And we can manage this trade very easily, putting our stop above the 200-day and above this consolidation range. Good volume pattern in here. We have one more energy stock, which we've been holding for a while. That's SWN. We've been holding here since the entry in the 11s or low 12s here. I don't remember the exact price. We're up to 1460. Now, my initial plan was to take partial profits right around 1375 to 14, but this thing has been so strong and broke its high that I'm going for a bigger move here. And we've got this kind of flat top breakout. So I'll start to think about partial profits in the 15 to 16 range. And let's just hit on oil, our third energy play. A similar pattern here, good volume pattern, breakout of this high here and kind of consolidating. and we'll look to take profits on a move to maybe 14. And entry was down here somewhere. All right, a few more stocks here that could be setting up this week. I don't have positions in these, but I might be looking to take a position. Man H, this was an earnings breakout, pulled back, and now has showed strength, and I'll be looking for a breakout here of 68. Netflix, of our other FANG stocks here. So we've got two FANGs that we're not in yet. Tested the 200-day, pulled back, low volume pullback, which is good. And now we're looking for either a hold or a pivot right in here around the 50 or a break of the 200-day. Either one of these would give us a decent entry signal. Lulu, another earnings breakout play from last quarter that is now coming in and testing those highs around 69. So we'll watch that level closely. And one more, this could be a potential short. GWPH has made a fantastic run from 76 to an intraday high of 96, but 20 points, got close to the 100 level, and then failed. One of its probably the most volatile day it's had, going back all the way to March, and it was a negative candle. Kind of failed here, down 4 points. Intraday, this could be a decent short setup with a target right around the 50-day moving average at about 83. So good for about 7 or 8 points in here. So keep an eye on that one. So that's it for the weekly report. Slightly bullish. We'll be watching to see if things change. And don't forget, if you're interested in the daily trade report, go to bullsonwallstreet.com, swing trade alerts. You can take a free, not a free trial, but you can go with the monthly, which is $99 a month, or the annual plan, which would be $1,200. You can get it for 50% off at $599 for the year. So that's it for the weekly report. I will see you next week.